Today in this video, we're going to take a quick look at the Cobra 29Ltd. This is an early 90s version produced in Taiwan. Side mic, 4-pin wiring. We'll start with the front panel. We have volume, squelch, dynamic, RF gain, delta tune, SWR calibrate, SRF, SWR cal, noise blanker, ANL combo, ANL off, CBPA, bright dim, the dreaded channel 9 switch, transmit and receive indicator, antenna warning indicator, and channel readout. This is a very nice sounding radio. It has a really good receiver to it. I'm really happy with this. I'm not too into AM radios. I like all mode radios, AM upper lower sideband type radios. But this radio has a little bit of history with it. It's a little sentimental to me. This came from a friend of mine who passed away several years back. This was Pat Brady's mobile. He was a long-haul trucker and really liked his CB radios. He was a firm believer in CB radio, keeping him awake as he drove all those miles. He bought most all of his gear at FG Best and had Bill Goodshop work on all this stuff. And it was funny because, you know, he would tell me stories about going down there and getting work done. And no matter where he was in the country, if he had a radio issue, he would wait until he got into Ontario, California, and he'd go over to FG and get it taken care of. Unfortunately, after he got off the road, he put his radios in storage, and they were out in an old storage shed in Washington State, Northwest Washington, up on the Olympic Peninsula, and there's quite a bit of humidity up there, and it really took its toll on the CBs. And when this came to me, his roommate brought this into me actually in a box, and it was all corroded, and it looked terrible. It was just, I didn't know if I was even going to be able to bring it back, to be quite honest with you. It was in really bad cosmetic condition. However, the inside was okay. A little bit of rust on the lids and stuff, but moisture didn't do too bad of a job on the inside. So I cleaned it up a little bit internally, got it running, and then started working on the face. So anyway, I'm pretty happy with it. This will always stay in my collection just because it was Pat's radio. So it's a very neat piece and means a lot to me. Pat was a good guy. So what we'll do next is I'll open it up and you guys can take a look inside, and then we'll throw it on the meter. This is bone stock. I did have to free up the meter because it was stuck, and I replaced the burnt out light, and I replaced it with a 5mm white LED. I really like that look. And the channel selector was a little jippity, but we just had some solder connections back there, so I just did some solder joints, and that was pretty much it. It does need to be recapped, but all modes and all functions work really well, and it transmits really well. And other than whatever Bill Goodshop did to it, it's pretty much stock. Okay, we've got it hooked up to the power supply. We're hitting it with 14 watts. We are in RMS mode on the watt meter, and we are getting 5 watts, swinging to just a little over 6, maybe almost 7. Let's hit PEP mode, get some feel-good wattses out of it. See what we're doing here. Hello radio, hello radio, hello radio. So it's doing about 28 watts. And average talk power here, without really getting into it, is around 22, 24 watts. That's pretty decent. Let's take a look inside. Okay, here's some of that damage I was talking about. The moisture damage up here on the lids. There it is inside. Chrome bezel came out really nice. Yep. Nice rig. Has a beautiful front end in it. Receives just, oh, the audio quality is outstanding. So like I say, I'm not really into AM only radios, but this one's definitely a keeper, and it has a lot of sentimental value. So Mr. Irishman, wherever you are, buddy, I'm always thinking of you. Take care. You guys, thanks for watching. Please leave questions or comments down below.